Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders come into today's game looking for a way to pick up win number 10 on the season. It's the Cowboys going up against the Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Double tight. Hey, here we go. Five down. Stand up.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Yo, Chief.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough job to contain them.
Here's Carr. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Tight right. Hey, 4 down. Mike's 5'4".
And he is knocked down from the side at the 18-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's filling them in the offensive backfield.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
He wasn't ready.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Man left.
Hey, here we go. 180.
4 down.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. 180.
Sponge.
Here we go. Going to 54. 180.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take possession.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. We got 4.
Get set. You want it? 29. 734.
Hey, check 24.
They start the drive with Lynch. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
3 down.
Down. Blue 80. 29.
Slam.
29. 734. 5 down.
Kill.
Get down.
Kill.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Last stop.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
24's on the move.
But 5-man box.
Here we go.
694.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Strong right. All you get is a headache.
Carr going to throw. And that's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
White Monday down.
Tight right.
Get down.
Hey.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Check 3.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's it, baby.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Down. 380.
Now Carr on the bootleg. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Double tight, double tight.
29. 694.
3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Get set.
Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Boom. Bus stop. Feels left. All day, every day.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up, because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Prescott on first down. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Tight end's right.
Hey, we go wide in.
Even. 4 down.
Williams, the man in motion left.
I got it. I got motion.
They'll run with Elliott, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Double tight.
Here we go.
We got 3 down. 36.
Prescott down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Left. Watch left.
Down. 180.
From midfield, here's Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Push him back.
Get down. Blue 630.
Back.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Open man there is Patterson, complete. Carr finding Patterson there for a Raider first.
Here we go.
Hey, 734.
Tight right.
Monday, down. Deuce right.
Alert. 3 down. Watch that.
Carr now on first down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
3. 87's mine. I got 87.
Get set. Blue 80.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Buying time to his left. Looking deep in the direction of... It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over him. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Get down. Low.
4 down.
93. Hey, Raider 2.
Check.
637.
Fresno.
637. Raider 2.
So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Check.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They try again with Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Off the bootleg. Carr. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
We got double tight.
Hey, here we go. 180.
4 down. Check.
We're going to 54. 180.
Again to Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Prescott, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Here we go. 180.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
What stands to reason to give Zeke the ball there? I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than second place David Johnson.
Yeah, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Tighten up.
Hey, here we go.
Check.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Oh, he shifts past him. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Stop your
Throwing. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Down.
Carr to throw on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Get set. Blue 80.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Shotgun now for Carr. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Tight end right.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Then we're going to 53.
The give is to Elliott. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Man left.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Hey, 4 down.
Here we
4
go.
down.
Count.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Tight end.
Here we go. Wide 80.
3 down. 3 down.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide 80.
Switch gears.
Then we're
Switch
going
gears.
to 53.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
3 down. 3 down.
Express.
Check 52.
Down.
On 1st down, Carr. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey.
Down.
4 down. 4 down. 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Double tight. 3 down. 3 down.
Get set. You're wide 80. White Monday.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
From the gun, it's Carr. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's Chidobe Awuzie, the rookie from Colorado. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Here we go, kill.
We got 4.
Here we go,
We got
480.
Second down, Prescott. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Check 4. Here we go.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
In motion right comes Beasley.
Let's go right here.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down. Check 15.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dree Archer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A lone second remains now in this third quarter.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
Get set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. second down following the incompletion.
Tight end left, tight end left.
Hey, here we go.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Go, Chief.
To throw again, Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Watch tight.
The 5-man box.
Tight end right,
29.
tight end right.
Down. 180. Deuce right, 808.
Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Down. Deuce right.
3 down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Watch tight end.
Hey, Raider 2. 694. Down. Wide and
Carr gives to Marshawn. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The big boys came out to play. I've been here, brother. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Deuce right, Chief. Down. 180.
3 down.
OP.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Raiders on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to let this one go. This is caught inside the 15. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Down. 180.
Carr now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Get set. Blue 80. OP.
3 down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Carr will try it again on second down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know you felt that one.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Down.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Low.
He's checking crash.
Carr to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
4 down.
Here we go. Wide 80. Here we go. Going to 53.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
4 down. Check.
Again, it's Elliott, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
4 down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Down.
Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Check.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
734.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Come on, D.
Down. 180.
Hey, Mike.
Back to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense.
Easy. Kill.
I'm coming.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Tight end right.
Down.
Three down.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Two tights.
Here we go. Kill.
They go to Elliott again, and he's going to be stopped at about the 37. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
That's it, baby.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Go to 54. Go 96.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Come on, run. Bring him in. Boom! Yeah, baby. Double tight, guys, double tight.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Oakland.